We're here today with Honey. I'm going to use her as a styling model. You can see she's got this fabulous red hair. What I want to do is give her some really loose, soft, tousled waves. And the way that I want to do it is with my flat iron. I've already blow dried her hair with a round brush. She's got very thick, heavy hair. It's got long layers in here. What I want to start with first is just to show how to use this flat iron and give the hair some really soft waves and loose tousled curls. Even I've done my own hair like this. This is an easy way to do it on yourself. What I like about this is I don't want to curl these roots. I just want to curl from here down. So you get this effect of smooth and then these soft tousled waves. What I do first is take this section right here in front of the ear. I comb this out, no tangles. I've got it nice and smooth. I'm going to take my spray and play, which is our fast drying finishing spray. I'm going to hit that section just with a little bit of spray. Comb that spray through. Then I'm going to take my flat iron and use it as if it were a curling iron. But what is the difference with using this is you have a little more control over what size curl you make, where you put the curl at, and you can vary the shape, you know, whether you want it tighter or if you want it looser. A lot of times I like to curl the middle section and leave the ends out. It gives that texture and that different shape curl that you just can't use, that you don't get with a curling iron. Using a flat iron, like I said, you can alter those shapes. Make them tighter, curlier, looser. You can give a straighter end. I think having that different texture in there really makes the curl look different. It's different from curling with a curling iron or electric curlers. I'm taking that section, I'm just curling around as if it were a curling iron. This flat iron is nice and narrow. I've got it on 450. I have it up high. So you can see you've got to move fast. And just kind of, when I open and close that flat iron, it feeds that hair in there. And you can see I've got a tighter one, a looser one. You really get to use that and you can give it whatever size you want. You have to work fast with it because you don't want this on the hair, you know, really hot. You can't hurt the hair with these. You have to be very careful in holding that heat on there. Honey's got very thick, wavy, strong hair. Her hair is tough. And even with that, I've used our keratin blowout in her hair, which is a protectant. It's a great leave-in conditioner that really gives added moisture to these ends so the ends aren't dehydrated or dry. So it really gives the hair a nice bouncy curl. You can see what shape that makes. The bigger the section, then the bigger the curl. And what I think makes these curls look newer or more modern is that I'm not curling the scalp. I'm not curling the hair at the roots. I'm doing just these ends, creating that volume and that texture where it's just that messy, tousled look, kind of like beach waves or natural curl. You can see every time I turn that flat iron, I click it to open it and feed the hair in there, then slide it off. And using the little bit of spray and play gives it a little crisper, firmer shape so it doesn't fall. What's great about this too is this can be done, this would last 2 or 3 days. Now tomorrow she'll have a little looser curl, she'll have a little different look, but it does have a great hold to it. And you can see that little bit of that steam that's coming out of her hair. It's not burning. The steam is from the moisture of the spray and from that keratin product that I put in her hair. Now I've got that side done. I'm going to do this side. Same way. I like turning these curls back off of the face, but you can alter that in any way that you like. You can pull those forward. I think it gives it just more of a little newer look. Hitting that hair with a little spray, taking this section, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm turning it back off of her face. Creating a curl there. Just totally different from a curling iron or electric rollers. You just have a little more control of where you're putting the curl, how loose you want it, or how tight you want it. Smooth and work it in. Clicking it, see it opens that and feeds it in there. Another section, I'm just kind of working right around the head. Comb that little piece out, spray those ends. Work this through. And this can be done so quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it gives a great effect. And the more you practice, you can do this on yourself. I've taught my clients how to do this. So it is not that hard. And I think the more you play with it, just the better you get. Got another section here. I have one video I'm going to do next, and it's on a short hair that I do this on that gives a great look. So even though she's got long hair, you don't have to have long hair for this. It can be shorter and still get a great effect. Feed that little end in there, and then let it go. Now look, I've only got this section to go here, and once I get these last 3 in, I'll have her turn her head over, shake her head out, and that is it. You could brush this out and you get volume and just loose movement, but I like having that defined curl in there because then, tomorrow, we're curly today. Tomorrow it'll be looser. The next day it'll have just lots of body. So you can get a couple looks out of this. I'm going to do one on the underneath and one on the top, and we've got the curl in. These are just quick, easy ways. This works well too if you're pulling it up. And if you pulled it up in a nice high ponytail, she'd have a great bouncy, nice tousled ponytail. Lots of hair to play with. One more here, we've got it. See, I've got some little straight ends hanging out, but that looks good. It's not so perfect. You want everything exactly the same. And if you try to flat iron their hair and then curl the hair, it does not work. Once you've straightened it with a flat iron, you really cannot get it to bend again. That's why I shampooed her, blew her dry with a round brush, and then did the curling iron technique here. There's our last one. I'm just going to turn her around so you can see what that looks like. Nice defined curl. Now if I were to brush that out, it would really lose all of that. So what I want to do is just shake it out and leave this hair tousled and soft. I'm going right underneath, pulling this out and separating that just with your hands. Then you've got all this nice texture and loose curl that really has got just fabulous hair. Now look what that does. That gives that such a complete change. And it really gives that hair that sexy, tousled, messy curl. Now, I'm just using my hands to separate. Is there anything else I want to curl on? I don't think I do. I think this is good where I've got it. And you can see we've been making Honey a redhead. She's got several shades of red in here now, and it really plays up her hair color. All right, I think we are done. Loving this look here. See, just taking your fingers and separating. Making a little bit more looser. Do I want that a little more volume? You can see that helps separate that a little bit more. All right, let's take one more good look here. Thanks for watching. That's